Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Dominion Online. I have time for a game or two tonight, so we'll see if how much I can get in one video here before I have to take off. What's going on? Oh, First Mate. My first time seeing First Mate. A very complicated village slash draw thing. It seems like it should be this big, like, self combo. I think it's harder to pull off than you would think. But, like, First Mate on Hunter is pretty strong. Um, I'm sure we can do something here. So, alright. I know these cards. Now, what do we do with these cards? Any trashing? None. Hunter kind of is a sifter. I mean, Warehouse is a sifter. Hunter is draw and sifting, kind of, because it's not really sifting, but it gets through the victory cards you don't want. Sage kind of sifts. There's cursing in Witch and Torturer. Old Witch, I should say, of course. This is just like, yeah, buy, play twice, you can top deck. Sounds cool, but not something you want to open with. The only villages are First Mate and Royal Galley. First Mate's a lot easier to work with. We're gonna need a Tiara eventually for buys, I think. Or maybe we just open with a Baron to start spiking some good stuff, but I don't want to have a Baron in my deck after that. I think I just opened double silver. It's kind of sad because I don't want silvers long term, but maybe I do? Because the First Mate of Torturers would be kind of nice. Yeah, opponent has the guts to grab a Baron. It'll definitely help more in the early game. I can't argue with that. The question is whether that's worth it for the late game. And I think actually, you know what? First Mate of Sages is nuts. Sort of. I mean, it's a village that's easy to do. Opponent grabs that Torturer. I will too. I think. Actually, First Mate of Sages maybe isn't all that. Well, yeah, it is. The draw that First Mate gives you will be mostly wasted, but you'll have gotten villages from all the Sages if you can play a bunch of them. Maybe you can't, though. I don't know. This feels bad. I'm questioning the Sage that I bought. Now. I think a Royal Galley is good. I'm worried at some point I'm going to need a Tiara, and I'm not going to have an opportunity to spend an amount for it that I want to spend. Play more. I just want all the Torturers, honestly. I think the First Mate thing might not be going anywhere. Okay, I mean, I'm gonna take this in case the First Mate thing goes somewhere. Also, like, Royal Galley of Sages is nice. I just want to have all the actions, right? Except I also want a Tiara. Ugh. I've drawn this dead twice so far, which is what you ask for when you set up Terminal Draw with Royal Galley, of course. I think we can take another Torturer. Maybe First Mate will start being good after that, but I'm not so sure. Alright, at least that wasn't another Royal Galley. What do we think? Do we think Royal Galley of Sages here? I think so. Yeah. Oh, Sage hoping to hit a Torturer would be better. I mean, Sage could hit Silver. There's only 2 in the deck, though, and there's a lot of better things we can hit. Fuck. Okay. Well, give me the... Give me another galley. Imagine how good Royal Galley of Sages would be, right? I'd have two actions. I could play both Torturers. Okay. Well, that's nice. What else do you have set aside? A Sage. Well, it doesn't matter. I'm discarding estates right now. And I can discard Torture or Silver if you hit me again. Yeah, the warehouse is nice. I wish I had warehouses. First time they played the Baron in a while. I think that sort of indicates it was not very good, but they did manage to play it now, so... Alright, I think Sage, Royal Galley, the Torturer again is more important than trying to... Turns out Royal Galley of Sages might have been better. I don't know. I mean, I get to play the Torturer at the start of this turn, which is important. Royal Galley of First Mates. Oh, so gross. Well, maybe it'll whiff. Okay, we can get our first mate now. But we are still behind. Opponent has a little bit more of everything than I do. I think not Sages. I have at least 3. I'm not sure how many they have. Oh, dear. Well, I don't need these. I really don't want to give up anything else. So if I have to take curses, I have to take curses. And I think I'm going to have to. Oh, no, they ran out of Torturers. Okay. I took 1. That's not that bad. I think Royal Galley of Sages is... No, it doesn't give me any more actions this turn anyway. And next turn, I'd rather start the turn with the Torturer. Okay, this lets me play the Torturer and another Sage. This just is so bad. It's tough to do with... Okay, so now we have extra actions. That's nice. Can I get a galley or something? Alright, 2 Torturers is solid. First mate of Torturers? That might get lucky, but probably not. Yeah, it didn't. I think I want another first mate. Ooh, is that good or bad for me? It's bad. I think I have to gain a curse here. It's tempting to gain another, because the warehouse would have more fodder to make sure I can hit something. But I don't think I actually should take curses just to improve this turn. Okay. Plus, if they play another Torture, I'll have more chances to gain curses if I want. Aha. What is this garbage? It's my deck, apparently. Should I have not shuffled there? Okay, First Mate of Torturers might do something. First Mate of Royal Galleys? You want that? I guess so. Wow. It got to play two things. Pretty cool. I still haven't gained that tiara, by the way. It seems pretty hopeless, doesn't it? Let's stick around for one more turn. But why? I don't know. Alright, I play another. Take that. They can afford to discard their whole hand, though. They have, like, a whole thing set up aside. Alright, I quit. I don't really understand what happened there. Like, the Baron doesn't seem like it should be good. Obviously, neither do my silvers. But, like, I think we both got a Torturer in the second shuffle, right? Or was mine third shuffle? It just seemed like opponent was hitting 5 more than I was, basically. And they were getting all of the good stuff a little bit before I could. Like, I was drawing Royal Galleys badly. They were being drawn dead instead of active. I don't think that was a fault of deck building. Good trashing. Buys. This is an attack, so at any rate, big money won't be good. Fairly weak draw. But this is sort of funny. Scavenger Courier? Ah, no, that doesn't work because it has to find the top card of your deck, it'll have to shuffle again. So if you scavenge something in order to courier many things, it'll be reshuffling for you. What did opponent gain? A silver. That seems reasonable. I kind of want the cargo ship. The Scavenger and Courier, well, Scavenger, I guess, makes sense as an opener, because it's a terminal silver, it can help you getting good stuff, right? The problem is, like, if you having it Scavenger and Cargo Ship together, you're going to be sad. So I think you open, like, Scavenger Silver, even though you don't really want the Scavenger long-term. What you want is Workers' Villages. But opening Village now has got to be wrong. So maybe you can just open a Cargo Ship, which is a terminal silver that's going to do something we actually want. And then open a normal silver. Okay, I mean, this can top deck a Junk Dealer, or not even just top deck. It puts it in hand next turn. So we have a 6-card hand next turn to draw from. What? Okay, opponent just kept missing 5. Okay, that's a little early to resign, maybe, but I can't be too mad. I got pretty good draws. What's going on here? We have collection. Cheap spammable stuff like Sage and Harbinger should be good. Invention should help you gain a bunch of stuff. Secret Passage as the... No, Priest is better trashing than that. But Secret Passage is a... It's not a village, right? It's, just sifting. Non-terminal sifting. I get it confused with Hideout? Is that the one that's $4 that's like this but a village that trashes something? So, Inventor Collection is a little bit like Bridge Goons, right? It should be very good. The thing is, you don't actually have any villages to play many inventors with. Gear, huh? Not what I would have thought. So, like, you can have a gainer here, but it has to be a terminal, like your only gainer. And I think it's more important to trash, right? So I want the priest. And I think a silver, right? Sage would hit the priest a lot more. It's going to be bad if they collide. But I think I can take that chance. Ew. I don't think we absolutely have to race the collections down immediately. Yeah, this is pretty sad. Oh well, at least Sage is going to discard 2 cards from the top of my deck. That's something. And I can buy a Secret Passage. Or I could Priest the Sage, actually, to get me collection right away. I don't think that's that important. Oh, okay. Wait, this is the same opponent, isn't it? My draw was also terrible. Is this really the same opponent? Let me look up who we just played. Prior. It is the same opponent. I'm a little torn here. I would like to block them because I want games to actually happen. But also they're just giving away free rating points, right? Alright, we got someone new. Dennis Hong. Or maybe Denny Shong? Probably not. Hideout. This is the one I was talking about. Yeah. Okay. Ooh. Fortress Sacrifice? That's a thing? So there's trashing. The only draw is Sacrifice. No, Journeyman. There's villages, there's attacks. Buys? 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 No buys. Gainers? No gainers either. Except Feudum, I guess? Hideout gains curses? Well, I'm a little troubled by that. What is your deck going to do? How are you going to, like, gain a bunch of VP? I don't think it's Feudum. It means it has to be provinces. I mean, you kind of have to build an engine here because there's just, like, nothing else. There's no, like, wow, Journeyman, big money, incredible, right? It's just like... Oh, wait, Berserker's a gainer. Huh. If you have an action in play. Berserker is a gainer. It can gain fortresses and hideouts, which I guess are fine. And sacrifices, which actually is the most important piece of this puzzle, I think. Because sacrificing a fortress is good draw. Yeah, Berserker is key here. And what does everyone else have to do? They have to militia. Okay. Another silver is fine. I'm not in love with it, but I will accept it as I have to. I could trash a copper to buy Berserker, but I think I just want to get rid of this estate and buy a fortress or a hideout. Hideout, I think. Get thin faster. Now we can get probably a Berserker. Glad my opponent didn't get to play one on me. And a Fortress, right? Yes. I don't mind discarding these because Hideout wants to trash coppers anyway. I'll take a Grotto. Excuse me. Do I need another Berserker? Or a Mastermind, maybe? We definitely want Mastermind someday. My opponent just had a terrible hand, or maybe two in a row. That one was okay. So Berserker might hit them fairly hard, but I don't want very many of them long term. Could take a Journeyman. I think just a Mastermind's pretty cool. Opponent follows. So we Berserker for another Fortress? We're not really fighting over the sacrifices yet, and that's fine. I could use these to buy a Grotto. I don't really want that as much as I want, like, to make sure that... Well, actually, I don't know. Do I want a Grotto? No. Oh, nice Mastermind. This is going to be a good turn from opponent, probably. Pretty sure we're trashing this estate here. Drawing extra cards is not worth it. Hideout gets to trash a copper anyway. Nice. Let's not let them know what else is happening this turn, I guess. It seems unlikely to matter, but go. And give me one more sacrifice. Okay. Their discard was junk, as you might expect. Trash copper. Trash estate. Mastermind. Pass. Ooh, what a juicy hand. I really don't want to have to discard, but I guess I'll discard these two if they make me. They don't. Mastermind the sacrifice, right? Nothing else makes any sense. Crash a fortress for draw. An estate. And a... I can trash the copper with all this other stuff. More draw. Okay, shouldn't have trashed the estate yet. Give me more fortresses. You know, kind of need some money, huh? I mean, this gives me $5, which I guess I want a mastermind, right? Another great hand. I don't really need two fortresses. I want to make sure I can at least play the mastermind. I could bottom it, planning for the sacrifice to draw me through the deck and then play this later. I'm not 100% sure I could do that. This way I at least get to play it. Yeah, Yeah, see? Well, I guess we don't know. If I still had a fortress in hand instead of this Mastermind, maybe I would be drawing through the rest of the deck, but I don't think so. Like, how even would I, right? Gain another fortress. And I think 2 Masterminds is good. I could try to save them to play only 1 each turn, right? I'm running a little short of money. Did I trash too much? I don't think I still have the capacity to generate $5. I like sacrifice. Actually, I don't know. Maybe I don't. Hmm. Yeah, let's Grotto the Mastermind, I guess. I don't think I need the hideout anymore. So I can trash that for real with sacrifice. Because I can't throw away any more coppers. Trashing Fortress with this is like fine, but not incredible. Grotto first. Masterminding a Mastermind I don't think is actually good. So let's take the sacrifice. Let's just get rid of this junk. It was good to help me thin, but I'm done now. Okay, I can indeed buy something with money on it. Which I'm thinking is actually maybe Harvest? Hmm. We have a decent variety of cards. And another sacrifice doesn't actually seem necessary yet. I guess we could be gaining Fiatums to make lots of silver. That's kind of funny. Yeah, I think for that reason, I'm just going to take a Bazaar here. The Harvest could generate more money, but not like all that much more. And it's just going to like lead to some possible clunker turns. Where just gaining a Fiatum with Berserker and then trashing it with Sacrifice is a much more reliable source of money. And then the silvers that I don't end up needing. Oh, hang on. If I trash this. I was going to say the silvers I don't end up needing, I can grotto to next turn, but at the moment I can't actually buy province, right? Even if I trash this Fiatum. I can save 1 silver, though, and still buy a 5, which is all I really want. Let's say it's a journeyman. Because the sacrifice is only 2 cards to draw, and that's only if it collides with Fortress, which I can't actually guarantee every time. Although I would like it to happen most of the time, I can't quite guarantee it. Let's see, I think we're gaining... I want another Fiat. It seems crazy. I could gain a Grotto? Make sure I can carry forward, like, Sacrifice Fortress or something? Because Fiat would be Alt VP, which would help with the fact that... wait, why do I have more? Where are all these VP tokens coming from? Sacrifice, I see. Ah! That's true. Gaining Fiat and trashing it gives you points, huh? Interesting. I don't have enough trashing to get rid of all the silvers if I do that, but it's something to keep in mind, I guess. Yeah, so let's Mastermind planning to play the Journeyman with it. But okay, so I guess I want to Grotto the Fiatum? Sorry, ugh. Berserker for Grottos? And then draw it, right? Okay, now I also have too many silvers, so I can sacrifice 1. That's fine. Play a Mastermind and Grotto this much? It should be pretty impossible to miss Province now. The question is who can sacrifice the most Fiatums, basically. Well, or if my opponent ever bricks out, because I won't. Ah, they found an estate to trash. That helps them catch up. Gained a Fiatum. Fine. But they can't trash it this turn. Oh, they couldn't afford a province. Fascinating. Grotto, please. Hello, where's my Journeyman? What? Oh, they get discarded. Right, you don't get to keep those cards. That would be way too strong. Okay, interesting. Well, the sacrifice then. And I'm going to need more sacrifices if we're going to be gaining Fiatum and trashing them. I guess we can just gain estate and trash them, right? Let's do that. Naming Ace of Spades? Okay. I believe that is in the rules. You can name any card. It doesn't say it has to be a Dominion card. I believe Donald said you can name cards that you know you'll miss, such as Ace of Spades. Very funny, right? So what's on top? Hang on, did I make a mistake? Do I not have enough coins? No, that's a silver, right? Yeah, okay. So we can sacrifice the estate, and grotto 4 cards. I guess it's a little dangerous to grotto all these fortresses, because then if I have sacrifice, I might not have a hit for it, but I think drawing 4 cards, even if they're guaranteed not to be fortresses, is pretty good. Like, if I have to Mastermind Bazaar or Journeyman, well, Bazaar would be fine, Journeyman would be great, so I think we do this, just to thin out the deck. Great. This is their last estate sacrifice, and they're not spending it on estate. So we're pulling ahead points. Grotto first, please, and give me a million journeymen. Naming silver on the first one, and naming harvest. Great. I have to do this again, huh? Okay, ace of spades. Okay. Cool. So fortress, bazaar. We've got the deck now, right? So let's grab another estate. Throw it away. I'd love to be able to add like another sacrifice to do this. There's not enough estates left for that to be worth stopping off for, I don't think. So now, though, we can grotto several cards we don't especially want. 2 provinces. Nope, can't afford to get rid of silvers. Fortress. Fortress? Great. I love that I keep hitting Journeyman here. But, I mean, in fairness, we're drawing, like, 9-card hands. So it's not that unlikely. Grotto, please. Mastermind of Journeyman. The silvers are on the bottom. No, they're in the deck. Okay. Next name... Journeyman? Okay, and then ace of spades? All right. We need an estate. Draw it. Crash it. This is the deck. What are you going to do about it? Mastermind, grotto. These 3 and 1 fortress. Okay, this is a bad hand, but that's why we get the 4 cards of extra draw, right? We should hit something that can kickstart things. I'm actually going to dump the grotto instead. There's some chance that we completely whiff, but we do draw enough silvers to buy provinces. I don't want these at the bottom of the deck. I want them now. Grotto, please. Good enough. Because we don't have to go off again. Yeah, okay. GG. All right, well, that was, I think, 3 games? We played 2 games against someone who just instantly resigned, and then we played a real game against Dennis. I don't know. I'm sort of attracted to these golden deck ideas. This isn't really a golden deck because it's adding provinces every turn. So I guess that makes it not a golden deck in any way. But it's kind of like, I don't know, an engine with no buys can't keep adding components, so all it can really do is add provinces. We had Berserker though, so we could have been gaining stuff, we just like didn't want anymore. Maybe once I pulled ahead, I should have stopped gaining and trashing estates and like gained another sacrifice instead or something. But I think just pushing the lead is very reasonable. Oh look, the Fiat was worth points for my opponent. I didn't have one, but you did. Okay, well, hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.